Ladies and gentlemen, you have Lauren Boebert landing on the House Oversight Committee. Washington Examiner, Lauren Boebert lands spot on powerful House Oversight Committee. You have Marjorie Taylor Greene, Paul Gosar land Oversight Committee assignments after removal by Democrats. So they were removed. Now they've surpassed Pelosi and Adam Schiff and others, Nadler, in terms of their ranking within Congress, or at least in terms of their ability to initiate and investigate Biden and Democrats. This is a complete reversal. So you had Boebert and Greene without much political influence the last couple of years compared to what they have now. Now they are far more influential than even Adam Schiff, who was removed from his leadership position at the House Intel. So Schiff is no longer in the House Intel Committee. Pelosi is no longer Speaker of the House. And Nadler is no longer, he was on the Judiciary. So he's no longer he's no longer a chairman of the Judiciary Committee. And you have here, the Oversight Committee is in charge of ensuring efficiency, effectiveness, and accountability of the federal government and all its agencies. This is, along with the judiciary, front and center when it comes to impeachment. Okay, you had Nadler and you had others impeaching Trump, and it started from the House Judiciary Committee and the House Oversight Committee and the House Intel Committee. All of those Democrats are no longer there. Now you have Marjorie Taylor Greene and Lauren Boebert as top-ranking Republicans and top-ranking Congress people in these very, very powerful and influential committees. That is a nightmare for absolute nightmare for the Democratic Party. And so this is a whole new ballgame. Hit subscribe to this channel, ladies and gentlemen. Every day at 8 a.m. and 11 a.m. on this channel, you will have videos. But here, Representative Lauren Boebert, one of the final holdouts in Kevin McCarthy's bid for House Speaker, received a spot on the House Oversight Committee on Tuesday. Now, that is absolutely huge. They've already talked about impeaching Biden, investigating Hunter, and impeaching Biden from the investigations of Hunter. Okay, there's no example. There's nothing that Trump has ever been, nothing Trump ever did, and nothing he was accused of even comes close to Joe and Hunter and what took place there. Okay, you have government agencies investigating Hunter for years. The fact that he might plead guilty to tax crimes is not even, that's the tip of the iceberg. What they're doing is a public relations stunt. Oh, we'll investigate him and potentially he'll plead guilty to lesser charges while at the same time covering up all the investigations and all the actual criminal activity. Okay, so and they did the same thing with Clinton's servers. And I think she'll be the 24 nominee, actually. I don't think they want Biden. I really don't. I think that they want Biden to resign, ride off into the sunset, and I believe they want Vice President Kamala Harris to take his place. And then Hillary Clinton could be the nominee in 24. I think that's what this whole thing is about. Because if you look, they trumped up, no pun intended, this whole classified data thing with Trump, okay? So there is no scandal or controversy. They already have all of Trump's documents. They know how he obtained those documents. He was president and he left. You can say, well, he had no right to keep those documents. Well, but Bill Clinton did, and a judge said, well, it's his classified records. He put those records on tape in a sock drawer because he was writing a book. And the judge said, well, you know what? That's Bill Clinton's. And Bill said, oh, my goodness, thank you. They were next to my underwear. And that was fine. With Trump, he did the same thing, but he took the classified documents when he left the Oval Office. And the National Archives made a big deal out of it because every government agency is going to go after Trump. And that's the way Democrats and media roll. They're just going to always go after Trump in a manner they never did with other presidents. Okay, and he was negotiating. He wasn't stalling or he wasn't, in this battle, this epic biblical cataclysmic battle with the National Archives, a government library. he had every right to have his lawyers negotiate. Biden right now has his lawyers sifting through possible classified data. They don't even have security clearance. Then they say, oh, well, his lawyers went to the DOJ. Yeah, well, what are they supposed... First of all, that's bizarre. But second, they didn't even know he had the classified data. Or maybe they did, and they finally just said, oh, we're finally going to just go and tell the DOJ. Anyway, huge sea change, paradigm shift. You have the Republicans that Democrats obsess over, the most passionate Trump supporters on the planet, now in the most important, along with McCarthy and Gates, the most important committees in Congress. So it's a huge, huge sea change. Hitch subscribes to this channel every day at 8 a.m. and 11 a.m. Pacific time. I'll have videos here. And also, ladies and gentlemen, 9 a.m. and 12 p.m. on H.A. Goodman's other channel. To become a member, please do so. It's on the homepage. If you want to give a super thanks, that's below next to the like and the share buttons. And my Patreon is below as well. Your support is greatly, greatly, greatly appreciated. Go to hagoodman.com to read my writing in The Hill, The Huffington Post, Salon, The Jerusalem Post, The Federalist, and other publications, and become part of a newsletter there. I don't think people truly understand how different the next couple of years, the next 4 years, the next 2 years before 23 and 24 will be the two most exciting and paradigm-changing years in American politics in recent memory since 2016. I think that the next 2 years will make 2016 look like a walk in the park and just, normal. Because you have Republicans now in actual positions of power. Paul Ryan, the Adam Kinzinger, Paul Ryan, Mitt Romney type of Republican that'll just, oh gosh, the Democrats are such good people, as Democrats go after the individuals that 70 million Americans chose. It's not like what media and never Trump Republicans have tried to do is they might try to make Trump into this anomaly that, nobody really likes. The reality is he got over 70 million Americans and he got over 60 million in 2016. Okay. And 62, 63 million. Okay. Romney and Paul Ryan had positive media coverage generally compared to what's going on now. And they barely got, I think, 60 million. Okay. I think less than that. Something around there. I forgot exactly, but they lost. And so you have Paul Ryan calling Trump a loser. It makes no sense because he actually was a loser. He did he was vice president. He was Romney's vice president. Okay. And there's no electricity there. He's just going to do the same thing in terms of foreign policy as a Democrat. And apparently a lot of Republicans did the same thing as Democrats, shutting down economic activity, but not to the extent. But you need Trump Republicans to oppose the fabricated, coerced consensus, whether it's about shutting down the economy because of a serious issue. Okay, that was only maniacs. That was the brainchild of maniacs, by the way. But listen, really quickly, only love, respect, and happiness for everybody. I want to do this every single day because I don't want people to think that, if you're a communist, socialist, left-leaning person, progressive, liberal Democrat, if you're a Trump supporter, never a Trumper, if you've independent voting for Trump like I am, I'm not a Republican or Democrat, but Donald Trump is one of the great presidents that we've had. If you look at accomplishments, just look at policies. Forget about the media hysteria. Look at policies. There's no doubt. Okay, we had record low poverty in 2019. I'm looking at facts. That's a fact. In 2019, can't say it's President Obama's economy, it's 2019. And so you have a situation, ladies and gentlemen, where, I don't want to sneeze. You have a situation where Trump did a great job in terms of communication. Could he have communicated better? Yes. Were there things he shouldn't have said? Yes. Are there things Biden shouldn't have said? Sure. Okay. But not everything is relative. So hit subscribe. Go to hagoodman.com to read my writing in The Hill, The Huffington Post, Salon, The Jerusalem Post, The Federalist. Become part of a newsletter there. Like I said, Patreon, super thanks is below. But I do want people to know that, I come with a distinct vantage point, but this is going to be a very passionate next couple of years. And I want you to know, if you are watching this channel, you think I'm nuts. For the 1 or 2 people watching this channel and you think I'm nuts at 9 minutes in and you've happened to listen to everything and you think, God bless you. Doesn't matter where you are on this political spectrum. Thank you for watching. I wish you the most amazing 2023. Hit subscribe. Be here in a couple of hours, everybody. Lots of great news ahead. Green and Boebert are on the most powerful committees in Congress now. And they outrank Schiff and Nadler and Pelosi. So you tell me about how paradigm changing this year is going to be. Thanks, everybody. Be here in a couple of hours. And go to H.A. Goodman's other channel,